All right, the 4-5 matchup, Tampa Bay Rays hosting the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, I mean, talk about like two teams where, coming into the season, even midway to the season, like these teams were pretty loaded, had like their rosters like almost flawless, right? But then life happens, right? With the Texas Rangers, they got some injuries there, like with Scherzer, Degrom, obviously, and granted, like the Rangers, they really kind of backfilled with some more starting pitchers that they acquired, but um, still a lot of, I think, question marks there. And then with the Tampa Bay Rays, their middle infield, it got kind of weird there. Brandon Lowe got hurt. Vonder Franco, chose instead of like trying to fetch balls, he wanted to fetch like school supplies. So all that happened over there. And then I don't know, a lot of crazy drama I think has happened with these two teams, and the Rangers kind of fell off there in the second half and kind of conceded everything over there to the Astros, winning the division. So a lot of things kind of going against the Rangers a little bit. But then, yeah, at the same time, the Rays had a lot of things happen to them with their middle infield. And then, also losing Shane McClanahan as well, like one of the top pitchers in baseball. So all that being said, I'm gonna pick the Rays here. I think the Rays will win. I'm gonna go 2-1. I'll give some credit over there to I like Jordan Montgomery. I think maybe he can get a win over there, but I like the Tampa Bay Rays, their pitching staff, what they bring to the table. Glasnow, I think he's a stud in the playoffs, and also they're going to be at home, right, for two of the games here, I think, right. So Rays had the best home record, I think, in at least the AL. So for me, I don't know. I'm thinking Rays will pull this one off despite all these turbulent times that have occurred to them. I just think that they're more equipped, I think, for right now, having also that playoff experience together. That being said, hey, this Bruce Bochy team, like he knows how to manufacture some wins out there in the playoffs. So that's definitely an unknown peril. He operates in an unknown peril universe oftentimes with all those with 3 World Series wins there with the Giants, which if you remember those Giants teams, it's not like they were like star studded completely. Like they were kind of scrappy players. So, that being said, yeah, I'm gonna go stick with my pick here. Rays, home field advantage. I think that'll kind of pull them off here.
Man, yeah, this is going to be the best matchup in the first round, in my opinion. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I definitely see this going 3 games. I kind of just looked at both rosters. Took a while to like think about how these matchups are probably going to go, and like whether or not Tampa still has the same team they had, when they were at their highest points, and like it's a little bit thinned out now. I mean, don't know if they have, obviously Wander Franco is who knows if he'll ever play Major League Baseball again. That's one. They just lost Brandon Lau for 4-6 weeks. He's gone for the rest of the postseason. Brooks Raley was pretty good. Or I should say Luke Raley is one of their better hitters. On the left side earlier in the year, he probably will be out as well. They brought up Junior Caminero, who had 30 homers, 90 RBIs, batted like 330 in the high minors. So like he's just getting a taste, but like that's going to be an interesting weapon for them. I was just looking at like pound for pound, which team do I think like has the better roster? And I think Texas is hitting for the guys who will actually be in the lineup for the games. I feel like it just goes a little bit deeper. It's a little bit, how would I put it? Just like I just think a more well-rounded offense. I think they can go 1-9. Whereas I don't know if I have as much confidence, beyond maybe the top 4 sluggers for Tampa. I like Paredes, Yandy, Randy Arozarena, obviously, and Josh Lowe. But like I have some question marks throughout the lineup otherwise. Then it just came down to the pitching matchups for me. And like, I do think Glasnow is the best starter in this whole series. But looking beyond that, I'm kind of like, Zach Eflin had a good year. Aaron Savali had a good year with Cleveland, but he didn't have a really good finish with Tampa. So I'm kind of wondering, like, what does Tampa do when they get to game 3? If, because I think it'll go there. maybe it's a bullpen game for them. They have the better bullpen. They have a very elite bullpen. Like I like what they can maybe stack up there, but yeah, I don't know if Eflin for me is like a sure thing to get you over in game two if it happens to go there. So, looking at Texas, at least in their pitching, like for the year, I mean, they had a bottom half ERA as a team, but I'm like looking at the actual pitchers and I'm like, you stack up Montgomery, Eovaldi, Dane Dunning had a great year. Could he be, somebody who beats out Savali in a one-on-one, or maybe you're pairing like Dane Dunning with Andrew Heaney or something like that. But you just look at some of the relief pitchers, like all the stats don't look amazing for their top guys, like Will Smith or, maybe it's a Aroldis Chapman. I thought Leclerc had a better year. Chris Stratton came over late in a trade. So it's like, I don't know. I'm looking at this and like Tampa to me should be the cream, should be the team winning. But like, I think Texas, like you get past Glasnow, man, I think they're going to drop bombs. Like I think this is going to be like, I think they're going to put up a lot of runs. I know the bullpen, I know Tampa's bullpen's solid, like really, really solid, but I think Texas has a really good offensive roster here, and I think they're going to have some fun. So I'm going to go with Texas beating out Tampa 2-1 in this series.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's good, and I respect your opinion for sure. And I think this is actually kind of bodes well for what Bochy usually does, right? And he kind of started this whole thing in the modern day age of playoff baseball, where it's like, yeah, you have a very capable, maybe 4 or 5 starting pitcher. It's like, yeah, we can put you in, maybe in the second or third inning if the starting pitcher is struggling. Like this is an intense baseball game. Let's make sure we win this game. So they do have like decent depth, right, at the starting pitcher position, right? You kind of just named about everybody there. Nathan Eovaldi as well, like he won 12 games for them here, so yeah, there's definitely a lot of ways that this can be played out. So if it does become a bullpen game, like yeah, there's definitely some capable pitchers here. Yeah, I'm kind of just thinking the playoff experience with the Rays. Hopefully, I think that plays out a little bit more so like as a group together. I know, yeah, like Corey Seager, he definitely has a lot of playoff experience there with the Dodgers, but that's where I just have a feeling that they're gonna figure out a way, like they usually do. The Rays and Glasnow, yeah, he's gonna at least get them. I don't want to say guarantee one win, but I feel like if he can mathematically get that one win, I think Kevin Cash can try to figure out how to get that other one for them. So, but yeah, Bruce Bochy, playoff baseball, you gotta love him though. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, Tampa is like a classy organization. Like, sometimes I feel like, they can go to the World Series. They've been to the World Series before, haven't yet won it. But then they've also had these early first round exits too, where I'm kind of like, they get in like almost every year now. So it's like a team like Texas, like they may not know like when's their next time that they're going to be able to bust in. And I don't know. If they didn't end the year on such a sloppy note, I'd have felt like so much better. And I think we were talking about Texas like a dark horse, especially when they had Scherzer too. Like we knew what to expect. If we had some like inkling of like when Scherzer would return to, like if he was available out of the bullpen at least for this series, like that'd have been kind of interesting. But yeah, man, regardless, I'm kind of fixed in on how much I like just their hitting mix, and I think their pitching could scrap some stuff together here. I think they got some good arms. But yeah, man, this one's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. I think this is the best first round series for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too. So yeah, I think we're both in agreement. It's gonna be 2-1, and yeah, Kevin Cash and Bruce Bochy. Like I think that's gonna be a nice little managerial chess match over there.